Hi, I'm Jennifer, lead medical esthetician here at Cynthia Gregg Face and Body Specialist. I'm excited to share with you the updated trends for 2024 in medical skincare and skincare treatments. I will let you know what's in and what's out. Trend number one, consulting with a professional when it comes to your face and skincare products, treatments to address any skincare concerns is the top trend this year. Of course, I'm very happy about that. We tend to get into a scrolling place where we take advice from influencers and cult favorites. And while that is not a terrible thing, what the trend is making sure you are choosing products as well as treatments that align with your skincare goals and concerns. That way, your products are going to be able to work the best to their ability. They are for your concerns, your skin type, and they're going to help deliver better results when you have treatments in office. Trend number two is science-backed ingredients. Here at Dr. Gregg's office, we have always prided ourselves on choosing skincare lines as well as treatments that are backed by science, pharmaceutical grade ingredients, and white paper studies. So really what this trend means is consumers are demanding that their products really do back themselves with results, not just marketing claims. Trend number three is rejuvenative medicine. Rejuvenative medicine, as we're going to see, is utilizing ingredients, products that are leaning towards healing the skin from the inside out, rather than creating more inflammation on the skin, which then in turn creates another issue that we have to address while we're already addressing the main concerns at hand. So things that rejuvenative medicine are going to cover are peptides, growth factors, different ingredients that, again, are already being produced in our body. However, with time, these types of pathways to aging have slowed down. We need help with those. And these ingredients are going to help while not creating further problems. Our growth factor, one of our main lines, is going to be the TNS A+. This is a wonderful rejuvenative product. Another line that we carry that would fall into this category would be our peptide line. This is elastin. Elastin has peptides that basically help our receptors and our little amino acid chains speak to each other. That way, we can start to do the things that our cells know how to do to regenerate our skin. The fourth trend you're going to see is better cleansing. Hopefully, we're all cleansing morning and night. But what this trend is going to show is taking your time to really choose cleansers that are for your skin type. So if you're dry, for instance, you want to choose a cleanser that is opposite of your skin. So dry skin, you want to choose a creamier, calming cleanser, something that's still going to break down dirt, oil, all the things on the surface of the skin without leaving it drier. If you're oily combination, you're going to choose more of a gel-based cleanser. That way it is breaking still that surface down a little more and the oil and things trapped in those pores without leaving it stripped. The other part of this trend is double cleansing. This is definitely not necessarily a new thing we've never heard of, but it is a moving trend. We're seeing that in some of our cities and just our normal small towns, our pollution is creating more on the skin that needs to be addressed at night. So by double cleansing, you're removing the first layer of dirt, debris, makeup. And typically this can be done with something like a balm. A lot of people like oils. One of the pre-cleanse products that we carry is the Elta Oil and Gel Cleanser. This is a wonderful first part cleanse that I like to do at night. What that cleanser is going to do is it's going to break down that top layer of makeup, dirt, debris, and prepare the skin for the second cleanse, which should be the cleanser we discussed a moment ago that is addressed for your skin type. An example that I might use, being a combination skin for my second cleanse, would be SkinCeuticals Simply Clean. This has some alpha hydroxys. I love that. I know after everything is broken down, this is actually going to work on not only cleansing deeper, but I'm going to get some light resurfacing. Now, that also means slowing down. So let your cleansers work for you. A lot of people want to put the cleanser on, 30 seconds later, take it off. Let both steps of double cleansing set a moment. Really break the makeup down. When you're going over your eyes, if you have eye makeup, be gentle. Really massage it in so it loosens everything. And then let it sit, work through the makeup, then remove, and then your second cleanse, you want to do the same. Cleansers are an important step, so if we're just putting them on and removing them, they're not working to their best ability. The fifth trend is preventative skincare. Preventative skincare is going to be for everyone as a whole. Whether you do live in an urban area, you're younger, older, it is to help prevent environmental aging and damage. So with this trend, we want to look for products that have blue light protection, IR protection, which is infrared, heat protection. Very important in North Carolina. Our humidity and walking outside in the summer, even though we may not be laying out or in direct sunlight, does affect our skin. So your sunblocks, your antioxidants, vitamin C's that properly deliver into the skin are going to be very important with this trend in preventing that damage from accruing over a certain amount of years. Some examples of this would be our Elta. All of the Elta face sunblocks have blue light protection. They have IR protection. You want to get a wonderful vitamin C antioxidant such as SkinCeuticals. We have the Elastin New C Radical antioxidant. Those are going to be beautiful ways to prevent environmental aging. The sixth trend is going to be peptides. So as I mentioned earlier in rejuvenative medicine, peptides are specifically the way of the future. As I mentioned earlier, peptides are merely kind of like cell towers that are helping our little receptors throughout our body, specifically our skin cells, talk to each other because somewhere the communication has dwindled. So peptides help rejuvenate and get that communication going. Some of the biggest ways peptides help our skin is stimulate collagen, is to help the skin with inflammation, is helping the skin with pigmentation, overall helping to anti-age and correct the skin in a way that is, again, not going to damage the cells or the surface layer of the skin. The seventh trend of 2024 is going to be pigment regulation. Now, most of us, if we were young and got in the sun and sunblocks weren't as prevalent when we were younger, then we tend to get pigment as we are aging. So this isn't necessarily a new problem or concern, but how we address pigment is ever evolving. One of the tried and true that we still lean on and believe in are ingredients like hydroquinone. But there are also wonderful ways to not just suppress pigment, which is what your hydroquinone is going to do, helping calm the overabundance of pigmentation, but ingredients like kojic acid, tranexamic acid, your arbutin glycoside, these ingredients are going to be more natural ways to stop the uptake of pigmentation. So we always want to focus on also not accruing more pigment if we're prone to pigmentation. Some examples of this in our office would be Our Viderm line is a small line we carry that focuses on pigmentation. They have a hydroquinone. They also have a dark spot lifting serum. And then again, things like the tranexamic acid I mentioned earlier. We have Even Correct. We have other lines, Discoloration Defense by SkinCeuticals, that are going to have ingredients that are going to help not accrue more pigment while brightening the skin. So we have many ways to address pigmentation for the various seasons of the year and stages of your pigmentation that will also align with your in-house treatment plan. Our next trend for 2024 is going to be improved medical retinol. We all have heard of vitamin A, retin A, and retinols, and sometimes those can be confusing to understand. No one is allergic to a retin A. We have vitamin A throughout our body. However, many of us can't quite tolerate certain retin A's or forms of vitamin A and the way they are delivered into the skin topically. So a lot of companies have been leaning towards very sophisticated ways to deliver vitamin A effectively and efficiently, just like prescription retin A, without that surface inflammation or downtime, lots of peeling. That way we don't have to manage peeling as much. We don't have to be fearful or embarrassed to go out and think our skin is flaking in front of our friends or coworkers, but also, again, aligning with the trends of 2024, we are making sure that we are keeping our integrity of the skin properly intact. Most of our lines have wonderful medical retinols that are more sophisticated with ingredients that help to deliver that retinol into the skin safely, but very efficiently and effectively. Our ninth trend is going to be treatments. Medical treatments that stimulate collagen, tighten the skin, are very much on trend. Microneedling is one of the hottest trends for 2024, and while this isn't necessarily a new medical treatment, it is on trend because everybody can have microneedling for the most part. Again, trend one, always want to consult with your professional, but we are less restricted in who is a candidate for microneedling, as well as the time of year, downtime, and any risks that we run with microneedling. And the main reason that is there are no chemicals involved or acids, and there's no heat from lasers. So it is virtually a wonderful choice to stimulate collagen and even that texture, really fine lines that sometimes injectables and just your skincare and peels can't quite address. So while that's on trend, another big trend for 2024 is tightening the skin. The technology SoftWave has brought into our medical skincare arena is very exciting because it provides that tightening, non-surgical, light lift to certain areas that bother us, jowls, neck. We can lightly lift that forehead with low risk, and it's extremely much more comfortable than previous tightening treatments that we have seen and performed in the past. Another popular medical grade treatment is going to be multitasking. So things like Diamond Glow with peels or with dermaplaning, adding multiple layers of treatments within your single treatment so that we are accomplishing more in one setting. So for instance, Diamond Glow is infusing serums, we're exfoliating, we are extracting. So these types of treatments where we can get a lot more done in one treatment are definitely going to be on trend for 2024. Our last trend, and I like to definitely bring this one up, and I'm excited to see it on the list for 2024 because I have always liked to do this with my patients, is skin cycling. As I've shown you some products throughout this presentation, sometimes it can get overwhelming as to when and where I apply these products, what time of season. Skin cycling allows you to explore different pathways of products to help anti-aging and address multiple concerns without being bombarded with too many steps in one night. So skin cycling is alternating different products. For example, a Retin-A one night and perhaps a firming cream the next night, or a peptide or a growth factor. One of the reasons I have always liked to skin cycle is I'm a firm believer that star ingredients do not like to come together. As we all know, if you're a star, you want to shine bright by yourself. So when you start to marry too many stars in, we can get a little surface fight on the skin, and skin cycling also eliminates that problem. I hope you've enjoyed my presentation, and I hope you're enjoying all the presentations. If you have any questions, feel free to email skincarequestions@cynthiagreg.com. We're happy to meet you for a consultation to develop a healthy plan for your skin. Up next is Melissa, one of our nurse injectors, and she's going to be talking to you about new treatments and techniques for restoring volume utilizing injectables.